position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Ducks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Burkham is looking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the big fella couldn't run with the quarterback and makes a sure tackle.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown run.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds on their great energy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
To the air on first down. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved on my defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They're being talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Moore. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time. It's now showing up here in the game.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Man, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Going to swing it on second down. They're working that left side. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. To the air, it's Manning. Moving away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll get this drive going from the 17.
right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from the base.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one on hands.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Oh, they really could have used that as their physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun to get to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third down coming up after that completion. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They'll always have to push the ball down the field. I love the QBs, drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And after the timeout, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Moore to the air. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that with good
sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And he will score! Touchdown Ducks! If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, not down to business. The quarterback's got to get it moving so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups.
Oh, it's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is the threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Might be changing the route. They'll to try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what makes the nice touchdown.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and he's paying dividends now on game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for room, it's Whittington. And he moved it slightly for the defensive way to go.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's, well, instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun step, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Intercepted. The defense is set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the right. Touchdown! Set. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. And now start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Whittington.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's low.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
On the move, it's Whittington. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns send out the punt unit.
Number 19 on to punt interruption.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays out.
And the defense holds firm. Pick up and all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job by the defense, too. See ball get long. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly.
They dialed up on 2nd and a long way to go. Moore to the air. The sure hands. It's Whittington. Right into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the hit.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble of the wide receiver. They understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Fires to the tight end. He goes down at the 47 after his 5-yard pickup. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and given them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Lasso! Lasso!
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Manning. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays. And that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get to the end zone. Nice work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Catch in the middle. It's Bryant.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of them on that in run.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that is why it's important to have success early in the drive, because you set up third and short. You can throw a slant in your sleep. That's going to get caught. You're going to move the sticks, and that's what the offense was able to do.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it behind the line. It's Benson. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We're going to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking downfield, it's Manning.
quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Quarterback making checks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Green 25.
The give to the back. Roll down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they got it down to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs out.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there. They just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
To the air. It's Manning. Dumps it off to his back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to run, it's Baxter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Fouls through the defense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... There he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He leaves it with his back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Caught in the back end, it's Moore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll run it to keep this clock running. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Makes the catch. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Rolling, throwing, looking right, and he hauls it in inside the 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Baxter. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. They're setting up the screen. Almost caught free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
These situations are doing so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing.